Well, everyone, I know we're tired. I am very tired. We've been sitting down a lot. So I want to be able to have your attention just for a little bit, just for 12 minutes. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is charisma? When you think of charisma, what do you think about? Do you think about an individual? Maybe you think about yourself. Maybe you think you have charisma. But what is charisma? So charisma is 3 pretty simple principles. It's confidence, influence, and warmth. So, does everybody know who these guys are?
Yeah.
Everybody know?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, my friend right here, Robert Downey Jr., okay? I don't know him personally, but if I did, I feel like we'd be really good friends. But Robert Downey Jr. is world-renowned for his acting. He's an amazing actor. He also excels in his confidence. When he talks to people, he has confidence. When you hear him speak, you know that he knows what he's talking about. Also, this handsome man right here, he is amazing. He's an amazing individual. He excels at being warm, kind, genuine, making people feel valued. And together, they help influence others to achieve their goals, to achieve what they personally want to become. So, let's talk about the 3 pillars of charisma. So, the first one being present, being engaged in the moment. How many of you, by raise of hand, know somebody who has no idea what's going on at all the time? Come on. We all know that person, we all know that individual, because I am sometimes there, okay? Sometimes I don't know what's going on. Marone and I do not check the group chat. Don't ask me if I know what we're doing for family evening. I have no idea, okay? So, being present is so important. So let me tell you a story. So, this is my family. And this person right here, that is my younger brother, Benson. So, when I was 14, my family, we decided that we wanted to go to Utah for a little vacation, a little getaway. And let me paint you a picture of what my younger brother's like. He has no idea what's going on, ever. No idea. So, we pile in the car, we pack up all of our things. Our family, our mother, she asked us to pack for a couple of days. And we get into the car, and we're about 3 hours in. We just crossed the border into the United States, and he perks his head up and he says, "Where are we going?" What? Are you serious? So, number 1, be present. Please be present. Number 2, power and authority, right? When we talk about power and confidence, you need to be able to hold yourself. Be confident. You know what you're talking about, right? Just think of someone, in your life who has confidence. Why do they have confidence? Maybe you personally don't feel like you have confidence, but I promise to you that you know something that you love. And you could talk for days about it. You can talk for hours about that one thing. Maybe it's Vampire Diaries. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's books. Maybe it's HR, right? You need to be able to be confident in the things that you personally know. Number 3 is warmth. Making people feel valued. Do you feel valued? Here? Why? Ask yourself why you feel valued. Who makes you feel valued? Let's talk about developing presence. One important thing is eye contact. Please, please, please do not stare, okay? That makes people feel uncomfortable very much, so don't stare, right? Let's talk about active listening. When you talk to somebody, be present in the conversation, right? Benson, not present. You need to be present in the conversation. And you be able to talk and have a genuine conversation, make them feel valued. So, body language. Please tell me, this is not good posture, right? You need to be able to hold yourself, be confident. If I talk like this, it doesn't seem like I'm confident. But you need to be able to hold yourself in a way that helps yourself and others know that you have confidence. Fake it till you make it, usually. That's just how it goes. Voice control. There are a lot of people who are very loud. Very loud. I'm one of them, right? So I'm very loud. But being able to have conversations with people, being able to use your voice as a superpower. Your voice is your superpower. So use it. Creating warmth. Smile. You have a pretty smile. I bet you. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you need braces. That's okay. Show empathy. There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Okay? There's a difference. Nobody wants pity. That's what sympathy is. Nobody wants sympathy. You want empathy. You want people to understand how you feel. That's what, when you talk to someone who has charisma, they make you feel valued. They show you empathy. The power of storytelling. Now let me tell you, how come every man that I know who's a great storyteller looks like this guy? Why? Why? He's got big glasses, and he just looks like a jolly guy. You know? So this is my grandfather, actually. His name is Jerry. So he is an amazing storyteller. He could make you pee your pants. He is so funny, right? Charismatic individuals love to tell stories. They like to keep you engaged. They like to keep you focused in what they are sharing. So tell stories. You have really cool stories. Everybody has stories that help them grow. And I bet sharing those stories will help you. Martin Luther King is a great example of someone who has charisma. He's a great individual who has those three characteristics of confidence, warmth, and influence. He had a dream. You have a dream. Do you not think you can accomplish it? I bet you can. With the right skills, with the right people, I bet you can achieve those things. Robin Williams. When I think of charisma, I think of this man right here. An amazing man. He's an amazing actor. Thank you so much, Tad and Noah, for kind of giving me a pedestal to talk about for Robin Williams for a moment. I think we all have a person in our life who's a little bit like this man, who just knows how to make people feel loved. There's one individual in my life who makes me feel really loved, and that's my dad. My dad is a great example of someone who just makes me feel so loved. Someone who makes me feel valued. How do you think you could help someone feel valued? What do you need to do to make them feel valued? How can you make them feel loved? Steve Jobs. Now this man has confidence. Imagine him as a businessman creating the iPhone. How crazy is that? With ideas like his, he had confidence, right? He had a dream, he stuck to it, and he achieved his goal. So, now, why does charisma even matter? Why does that matter? Why do you need charisma? I promise to you, if you want to be an influence in somebody's life, you might need to work on your posture. You might need to smile a little bit. You might need to be a little bit kinder. You might need to show a little bit more empathy towards somebody. but I promise to you it is worth it. If you want to influence others, change. So I invite you today, pick one aspect of your life of those three categories: warmth, confidence, influence. And those little things I talked about, how to develop those things, just pick one. And I want you to set a goal today on how you can achieve that goal. And I promise you, it will help you change. Thank you.